Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Shadowrun Return. We are about to pick up a team and come back into the warehouse at night, where we'll probably be engaged for the first time into a full squad battle or larger squad battle. So let's not delay this more than necessary. Can we get here through any way? No, they've put in a barrier so we can't get there right now. Anyway, as you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Oi, Wolf, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star, same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. PTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squads, ran the world when I grew up. I remember. She looks relieved. I have a cousin, Geno, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of trek. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. I will have to play this game multiple times. Because there are some of these scenarios, like, what if I said I don't want to get extracted? Would that offer me an advantage on this quest? Is this like you're trying to split up your forces in two different places, thus not being able to do as good of a job? Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The building looked like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite this attempt to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walked purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb toward the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. I have to say that if there's something that this game does for me right now, is that it provides me, like, with all these different words, these more advanced words for the English language. Like, considering that English is not my native language and I haven't been using this kind of advanced language for a while now, it feels really nice for me to be reading it again, to get all these metaphors and all these adjectives and details about the different person, the different characters, the different buildings. And somehow I feel like it enriches my language, and hopefully in the near future this will help me get better at speaking in English while playing other games as well. So that's what I feel right now. That's why I'm quite happy to play this game for the moment. So thanks for meeting us, Wolf. I owe you one. No sweat, I figured you could use the backup. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. You never know. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job. Thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squads past the door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in here. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching the 4 cops outside and the guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on your guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Coyote and Paco must survive. Find and rescue Gino from the BTL bastards. Okay, well, let's start by talking to this guy. BTL Clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the 3 of you, looks past to see if there are any others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Oi, oi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy is a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You wanna go on a ride? You sell BTLs, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mind benders, sim sense, without peak limits, high octane intensity, okay. What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all of it. We got it all. Yeah, what you wanna do? You wanna do some crime? You wanna be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Wanna be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale direct tumors, love, you name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? Don't matter what the trip as long as the slagging involved right. Coyote's hearts are hard, her pupils tight like little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe, for the right price. You can feel it. What's like to die? What is like to kill? Okay, just let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. Yeah, I wanted to close this conversation soon. Coyote seems to be quite edgy, so I didn't want to prolong this. Just in case. As I said, this game seems to have, like, as you can see, like different ways to resolve things. And I want to do my best to make this the right one. The right path. Concerned woman. The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that wreck they're selling. BTLs are killer. There's most of all. You sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implants. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do. I know. Lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter. They use her. Record. Tears stream down her face. Do you have to pass to get in there? No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hole. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. What kind of guards do they have in this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia? Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough though. Blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped. Ready, Coyote. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have the surprise on our own side. Any cheapheads inside the lab? Yep, all day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Cheapheads? Dangerous? Once someone's shipped, they can send them Any program they want, make them do whatever, turn them into whores, killers, anything. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker, trades his time for chips. Little errand boy. I saw him going there this morning, hasn't come out. So I imagine he's reading a dream chip. Got to go. Okay, so we got a bit of information from her. We'll have to see how we can make this happen. Let's not talk to him just yet. I'll try to go around. I see nothing around here. Let's speak to Jamal. Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollowed eyes, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at? I hear you have a pass card. You hear right. I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 new yen for them, but I can get you free for 100. I was thinking 75, and I was thinking slot off. I guess we don't have enough charisma to do anything. Let's pay 100 here. And talk to this guy. Charlie, an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye, he drones through his standard pattern. In the pass, 15 yuan each, 150 for the lot of you. That'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in there and we'll keep you safe while you ride. BTL chips are separate cost. As for 3 hours, prices vary. Buy those inside. Got our passes ready. Sucker punch him in the blind eye. Charisma, I want to look around first. If the selection is good, we'll give you 200 on our way out. Oh, so we could have done that. Got our passes here. Great. Have fun. So it's probably more important to speak with everybody before moving on. Keep moving across the bridge. So 1, 2, 3 people. We should be prepared just in case we have to fight through. There is nothing here. The entire floor of his tenement has given over to chaos and of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. The man with the cyber deck calmly speaks with a heavily digitalized voice. You mess with the wrong BTL lab, ho. This is Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Wolf, don't attack any of the cheapheads. They don't know what they're doing and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties, got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. So we're in a battle now, right? Dance for me. I'm guessing that... Okay, so let's check how things go. Chiphead, BTL security, chiphead, Yakuza Decker, we should take him out as well. BTL security and BTL operator. If I was to go on this side, I could mark an enemy there. But let's talk nothing else. Let's bring this guy over here and shoot at her. So I can give her a good hit here. Let's do that. Nice. So we took her out. And I guess for right now, I can move her up to here. She gets some really good damage up close. Unfortunately. We have a Yakuza shaman, a bodyguard. Let's shoot at this Yakuza shaman. Fortunately, we missed there. That is pretty bad. I am going to shoot at this guy, or hit him in the face, but I will shoot with the shotgun. Okay. And now I want to shoot at that guy. As long as we can take the decker out, I think we'll be fine, so they don't get, in the sense that they won't be getting controlled anymore. -1 AP, that's pretty bad. The shaman summoned the spirit, apparently. It has +1 AP. Ooh, and -10 lightning damage per round. That's pretty bad. Okay, what's the best choice here? I can go up to this. Shoot the Yakuza shaman in the back. With you, you need first of all to be healed. I'm gonna try to get this decker out of the game. That wasn't enough there. Some bad damage on Paco. Yeah, let's keep shooting at this shaman. Punches, reload. Yeah. He's gonna take another 10 damage there. But for right now, maybe... Like, we can't keep him still. We'll have to move him around. Let's see. Does she have another weapon? A gun. Okay. So, these people seem to be out of the game. A Yakuza mage. So let's confirm our reload here. Okay, that was good. Another spirit has been summoned. Okay. Apparently they're not too friendly to each other. Maybe there's a problem with controlling them. I am not too sure about this, like if spirits can lose control. Okay, this guy. Let's shoot at him. 12 damage. Ooh. Objective, do not let any cheapheads die. We failed that objective, unfortunately. Go here and let's shoot at this. I am going to come here now. Okay, let's try to take care of this bodyguard first of all. Okay, that was pretty good damage. I'm gonna come here and shoot that guy. Is that it? No, the spirit is still up. Another chip had died. Let's try to throw in one of these. Mark target. It's a pretty good training. Okay. Got pretty hurt there in this battle. I guess we need to revive him. Chiphead dwarf. Let's see. So restores our men here. Basic medkit. Is that still an enemy or what is the situation here? Let's try to... we don't have a medkit. I think he wants us to fight that chiphead dwarf. Yeah. So he's still the enemy here. Gino? Gino! Let's see, did we... okay, we... unfortunately for us, he's still alive. You eject the BTLs Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than other cheapheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped. His eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Who slaughtered me out? Who fragging slaughtered me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implants. Coyote grabs his wrist, slaps him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp and he staggers back, reaches under his shorts and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Just back off. Just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the sides of his head, his fingers still on the trigger. Squints. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around the squalor, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Oh god, look at me. Those chips aren't reality, Gino. Come with us. It's real to me. I can smell it, touch it. I can freaking taste it. I was a god in there. King. I was a king. Can you imagine it? He looks around the room, sees the squalor, the bodies. Then he glimpses his own pitiful reflection in the machinery. No, 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 no. Coyote shouts something, but it's too late. Gino jams the gun into his data jack and pulls the trigger. There's a pop, barely a gunshot, and he's gone. Uh, I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. I'm not stopping. Not now. Not ever. She looks at Paco, then back at you. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I'm gonna burn every mother fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. Every mother frigging one. Okay. I should have probably used some of the computers in there. I don't know. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Reaper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case of Drek hit the fan. The seamstress unit will have exactly what you need. A fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the yen. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Navajo decker for Matrix work. Running the Shadow is a life of and death gamble. it pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Talk to the fixer Mr. Delilah about hiring runners. Yeah, it's very unfortunate we couldn't do that there. Don't know what we could have done more. But let's see. Cherry Bomb flags you down and as you walk through the door. Hey Wolf, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something? She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything, won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of disease or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote is cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delia is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett is here. Don't think you've met him. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the bees, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood office and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. John Bartlett. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? A little of this, a little of that. I hear that, Ome. I might have something for you if you got the new one. Time is money. I am listening. You ever heard of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Okay, so it's a type of team maybe? I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time or you walk away. Data from the NTSB. Ranraku would pay to keep quiet and Eris would pay to know what it is to you. I've got 800 nuyen for something like that. Etiquette Shadowrun. I know you'll double dip on this one. Make it 1,000. As long as you keep bringing in this stuff, sure. Jessica Watts. Let's talk to her, let's see what she's on about. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Mrs. Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she's well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Mm, my friends call me Wolf, and I counted Sam among them. That's funny. I didn't think Sam had any friends. Friendship, well, okay. Or quality over quantity, I suppose. I'm sorry, it's just that it doesn't match with the picture of Sam that I've had in my head for all these years. She shakes free the thought and attempts a lukewarm smile. So you're one of them then, the one I was called about. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place to speak to someone about an investigation. Uh, that's right, and I'm hoping that you can help me get at the bottom of this. I don't know what use I'll be. Just answer a few questions is all. Alright, but... She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? Hmm. I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let a professional handle this? I think they can use all the help they can get. But you must have better things to do than to waste time searching for whoever killed my love-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seemed genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? It's hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis. This is ridiculous. He was my brother, and you seem really shaken up by his death. Fine, I'll pay you 100, just tell me. Damn, Sam Watts. I don't understand. He set it up. He set it all up before his death, as contingency. Am I to believe that my drunken sort of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back. He's dead, and I still have to deal with him? Jessica composes herself and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Wolf. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me, I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more to give you closure and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. On the street, honor still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Sam's paying, okay. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Wolf. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't. And maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Starting to have suspicions about him. When was the last time you saw and spoke to Sam? It's been ages, I can't even remember. There was a note on Sam's body, sounded like an apology. An offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time. I don't know why he would have kept it. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser event all evening. Very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's big enemy was Sam. I don't know any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clearly, don't you? You don't sound like you don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops at the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept his. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studied the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always reassuring order to our lives, but after that everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Remorse plays sweat across her eyes. It seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tries to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Please do. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, and so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't there when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cold-free. What brought you down here? It was less of what brought me there than what made me live here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become. And I came here to help make it happen. I've taken enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. That's as well. I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Thanks. Goodbye, Wolf. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. So 2 more karma done, and this is all the time that we have for this episode. We're gonna look to further in our quest tomorrow. As for the moment, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.